let's get started. I know that I know Dave said he was going to be able to be on here, but let's get started. So late last week, Rachel had sent out the updated, I guess it was not late, it was Wednesday. Rachel had sent the updated 2021 redistricting plan 2B with the overall plan deviation of 9.76, which fell below that 10% deviation, which is what Paul had asked to be in compliance with. So are there any questions with that? Rachel, do you want to chime in with any additional comments that you have based on that plan?
I don't have any additional comments. I guess I would just welcome any questions on it. We had some comparative maps in there to kind of show the differences between the initial plan that we put in front of you that was that 14% deviation. Just curious if there was any comments on any of those adjustments or any comments on the changes in relation to the current district lines. So just welcome any questions, suggestions, anything like that. So, and Steve, if you have anything else you'd like to add, go for it.
No, I think we're real close with that draft.
I didn't hear any complaints. We didn't cut any, to the best of my knowledge, any elected officials out of the districts out of which they were included. It's under the 10% threshold. I definitely think it's the version that we go with.
I think it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked the way it looked, and I thought that, if you didn't hear from the people who, I see you guys had, like you say, to kind of make some of those squiggly lines, or maybe you didn't want to, but still, if those people feel in their districts it's okay, I think it's okay. I think good bunch of good work.
Bob and Ann, do you have anything you want to add? Any questions or anything like that?
No, I just think you guys have been working real hard on it. It really looked kind of good to me. I mean, you move things around, so it looked good.
Yeah, I don't know how you adjusted some of those areas because you, as you said, they were waterfalling into all the other districts. And I took a look at the city and I'm not sure there's really, it's tough to move in that area. So I'm guessing at some point, maybe the city, a district would have to go at some point when population spreads further out of the city, but I'm good with the horn and it looked like you managed it well.
Yeah, we tried our best to make it look less awkward in terms of there was kind of that horn shape present in the original district too, so it's not too far off. But yeah, just try and make it a little bit more compact because that's another thing that we try to achieve is to have it to be more compact as well. So not too much changed in the city from 2A to 2B, very little. It was more trying to adjust those areas outside of the city that had a lesser population and trying to get them to have a more representative amount of people. One thing I guess I think you mentioned in the email, but is significant enough to mention again, is that with this plan, in order to get one of the districts, District 9, to have sufficient population, or at least close to sufficient, we did have to go into a neighboring district that had a higher population. So that neighboring district was 8. So that will precipitate a board plan for the town of Sherman. I believe Ashley Spore is their clerk. So, I mean, I think they're aware that there's the potential for that to happen, but that might be something, since they haven't had to have one before, this will be new. Other plans that we tried to put together to get below that 10%, a little bit more disruption in the number of wards for townships. This one minimized that to just one. So.
What's our next steps then?
Next steps, well, the only thing that we need is a vote for approval for this Plan 2B to be forwarded on to the county board meeting at the September 15th meeting, which is next week. And then we can make sure that we get all this information uploaded onto the redistricting section of the Dunn County website.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Paul to accept the Plan 2B. Is there a second? By Supervisor Bauer. Okay, any further discussion on accepting Plan 2B to refer to the full Dunn County Board?
So you're saying 2B or not 2B?
Yes, Paul, exactly, yes.
That is a question.
Okay. Seeing or hearing no further discussion, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I,
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, that'll do it. That was really the only thing that we needed to accomplish today. Rachel, Steve, do you have any other things that you need to add?
Well, now we hand it off to the municipalities once that gets approved, and I don't
On the
know.
15th.
Yep, and I don't know what's going to happen there. So
Okay, so just talking through logistics real quick, on September 15, it is teleconference only county board meeting. Andrew, will you or Steve or whomever drive the presentation? Because we want to, I think, have those maps electronic broadcast and also projected on the wall. Not that I expect anybody to be there in person, but will you drive that? Because I've got it down under my report to make a report, but there's also the public hearing first. So,
so would that be in the basement then? Yeah.
yeah, but we're gonna, the meeting is intended to be Zoom only,
Okay.
not in person.
Okay. So
So
that'd
we
be
just need to make sure that we can call up the maps,
okay.
have them available, and somebody who knows what they're doing, maybe walk through or scroll through those maps while they talk about what went into creating them.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think, Steve, is either going to be you or Rachel, unless Andrew, you feel comfortable doing that.
It depends on if Steve or Rachel aren't available. I can certainly do it, but if either Steve or Rachel would rather do it, that would be fine too.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, we can figure that out.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm not going to.
Yeah, no worries.
And
All
then
right.
just to confirm, Andrew, that website so we approve Plan 2B now.
Yep.
And that'll be linked out to that website, so the public could click on that and go to the WiseLR public site. Is that correct? Is that what you're?
Yep, that's the intention.
Okay.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
for the
May I add
meeting
something?
itself, somebody will share their screen. Somebody who has the map up will share their screen.
Yep. Rachel, do you have something to add?
I did. Now that this has been approved, what I can do is go ahead and make a public link for the plan, because the one that we did share on that packet that was distributed was a private link. So we can go ahead, I'll create an updated kind of cover page and just a full comparative map comparing this one that was just voted on to the current supervisory plan or current supervisory district lines, and then a public link. So that can be on the website too.
And this is kind of new to have the public view these maps at such a, a level, a pretty good detail. They can zoom in and around. So it'll be interesting to see if we get public comment and feedback.
And Krista, will we be set up? Will there be clear instructions for anybody who does visit the site where they can send public comments for inclusion on the public hearing?
I can put a link within that
I think you need
section.
to. People should have the same option for the public hearing that we will hold on the 15th to submit questions in advance as they do to submit public comments for the county board.
Boy, sounds good. So just to review, full county board will do the public hearing next week on Wednesday, the 15th. Then the full county board will vote on this during the regular meeting portion. After that, it gets volleyed to the municipalities for their review. That's when they can have their feedback. And if there's significant changes, then once they've approved it and it's sent back to the city or to the county, I'm sorry, then we'll have to do the reconciliation process if there's any things that need to be changed or modified before final approval at the November county board meeting. So just so everyone's aware. There is a good chance that after October 18th, when the municipalities have their due date to send the information back, that this committee might have to meet again if there's some significant changes for us to flush out.
Now, looking forward from that, Andrew, if they have until the 18th, the county board will meet on the 13th.
Of October.
Yeah,
Right. So that's why we'd be voting on the final draft plan in November at the November meeting.
and November 9 meeting.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Because we had to have a minimum of 30 days for the municipalities to review.
Right.
So it just has to.
okay, as long as we weren't planning on any actions in October, that's fine.
Okay, sounds good. Any other questions for today? Or comments? All right, sounds good. Efficient meeting. I'm into it. Don't tell Dave, but it was surprisingly efficient when Dave's not around. Don't repeat that.
We'll definitely tell them you said that.
All right, sounds good.
Bye. Huh?
With that, I guess we're done. We'll take care of it. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
Good job.
See
Good
ya.
job.